Hi everyone, I'm Andrew Montesi from HECM World. Today I want to talk about something that I think is incredibly important in this industry right now. How do you grow a reverse mortgage business without a massive marketing budget? Because a lot of loan officers feel like they're competing against bigger companies, big advertising budgets, and now AI-generated content everywhere. But after more than 20 years in marketing and business growth, I've learned something very important. Some of the highest ROI growth activities in business cost very little, especially in the reverse mortgage industry. Because this industry is fundamentally built on trust, relationships, education, consistency, and authority, not flashy advertising. The good news is, those things are available to everyone. You don't need a huge budget to become known, trusted, and respected in your market. But you do need clarity, intentionality, and consistency, and that's what I want to talk about today, after this short message from our sponsor.
At Atlas Valuation, we approach the appraisal process differently. For us, it's not about being the biggest. Instead, we take pride in providing the very best to our chosen clients and emphasize delivering a superior borrower experience, unrivaled service, competitive pricing, and prompt delivery. To learn more, visit atlasvms.com or call or click on the banner below this video.
If you're a smaller operator or you run your own reverse business within a larger business, one of the greatest advantages you have is agility. You don't need huge advertising spend and massive resources. You need focus, consistency, resourcefulness, and a willingness to build steadily over time. The best operators think like startups. That means they test, they adapt, measure, and learn quickly, maximizing every opportunity. And importantly, they don't waste money trying to look big. They focus on creating trust and delivering value. And that mindset is incredibly powerful in today's market. One of the most important concepts in business growth is product market fit. The good news is the market need for your offering already exists. America is aging, retirement pressure is growing. Many homeowners are equity rich but cash poor. The challenge is not creating demand from nothing. The challenge is communication, education, positioning, and trust. Your role is not just selling a loan product. Your role is helping people solve problems, helping them stay in their homes, improve cash flow, reduce financial stress, create flexibility, and age in place with dignity. The loan officers who deeply understand these emotional and financial realities are the ones who stand out. Most marketing problems are actually strategy problems. If your messaging isn't landing, usually one of these things is happening. You don't fully understand your customer, you don't fully understand their problems, or your value proposition isn't clear enough. You need to know who your ideal client is, what they fear, what objections they have, what outcomes they want, and who influences their decisions. And in reverse mortgages, that might include adult children, financial advisors, attorneys, referral partners. The strongest marketing is not complicated, it's clarity. If you deeply understand your customer and communicate clearly, your marketing becomes dramatically more effective without dramatically increasing your spend. You don't need to outspend your competitors, you need to outposition them. When budgets are tight, measurement becomes even more important because you cannot afford random marketing activity. You need to know what generates conversions, what generates referrals, what converts, what is creating and sustaining value, and what wastes time. And two metrics are especially important as you consider that. The first, for example, CAC, customer acquisition cost. That simply means how much time and money does it cost you to acquire a client. The second is LTV, lifetime value. That's the total long-term value a client brings to your business. And in this industry, lifetime value goes far beyond the transaction itself. It includes referrals, introductions to family and friends, professional connections, reputation, testimonials, Google reviews, and long-term trust in the community. A single happy client can become a major growth asset for your business over time, which means customer experience matters enormously. And the great thing is, delivering an exceptional experience often costs far less than constantly chasing cold leads. One of the best things loan officers can do is build systems, because systems create consistency, and consistency creates growth. The most successful loan officers build systems around follow-up, communication, referral, nurturing, content, database management, and client relationships. Simple systems can massively outperform expensive marketing. For example, a solid CRM, monthly educational emails, scheduled check-ins, automated follow-ups, ongoing referral communication, social content systems. These things are actually inexpensive to implement today, especially with modern AI tools. And importantly, systems reduce reliance on motivation, or whether you've got time or not. You want habits and systems that continue operating consistently, no matter where your head or your schedule is at. In this industry especially, people buy people. Not logos, not slogans, not polished corporate messaging. They buy trust, which means you are the brand. Your communication matters, your consistency matters, your reputation matters, and your story matters. And over time, build people around your systems and vision. People who align with your standards, your values, and the experience you want clients to have. Culture matters, even in small businesses. One of the biggest missed opportunities in this industry is underestimating the value of existing and past clients. Many loan officers spend all their energy chasing new leads while underinvesting in the relationships they already have. But your existing clients can become one of your greatest growth engines through referrals, introductions, word of mouth, testimonials, Google reviews, and community reputation. And staying connected today costs very little. Simple things matter: checking in, continuing to educate, staying visible, showing appreciation, making the client feel remembered, and making it easy for the client to share their experience with you. These activities compound over time and often produce far higher quality business than cold advertising. One of the most powerful forms of business growth is relationship capital. And unlike advertising, it does not require massive budgets. It requires intentionality, consistency, authenticity, and generosity. This industry is relationship driven, which means your network matters enormously. And that includes financial planners, attorneys, real estate professionals, senior living experts, CPAs, community leaders, and local influencers. The key is mutual value, not what can I get from this relationship, but how can we help each other serve more people better? And most strong business relationships are built slowly, conversation by conversation, coffee by coffee, follow-up by follow-up. A strategic partnership is different from a normal referral relationship. A strategic partnership creates consistent, ongoing opportunity flow. And one strategic partnership can completely change a business. Because instead of constantly chasing cold attention, you gain trusted access to an existing audience. That's incredibly valuable in reverse mortgages. And most importantly, many strategic partnerships start small. They begin with shared education, webinars, local events, content collaboration, or simply building trust over time. Low cost, high trust, high leverage. These strategic partnerships can take time to build, but the ROI can be exponential. This is one of the biggest opportunities loan officers have ever had. AI has dramatically lowered the cost of content creation. Today, with very little budget, you can create articles, videos, emails, newsletters, social media posts, presentations, and educational content far faster than ever before. But here's the important thing. AI does not replace positioning. AI amplifies positioning. If your brand, message, audience, understanding, and value proposition are weak, AI will simply produce more generic content faster. The differentiator is still your experience, your voice, your story, your expertise, and your perspective. The goal is not just posting content. The goal is becoming known as a trusted authority in your market. PR and media can also be incredibly powerful low-cost growth tools. Being featured in industry media, local media, podcasts, retirement publications, or educational platforms can massively elevate credibility and trust. It also helps your SEO and online visibility when these platforms link back to your website. But good PR requires understanding of what is actually newsworthy. Good PR is not, here is my business. Good PR is insights, trends, consumer education, market commentary, retirement issues, and stories that help people. That's news. And importantly, build relationships with journalists and media platforms over time. That's where the long-term opportunities come from. If I could summarize everything today in a few key points, it would be this. You do not need a massive budget to grow a successful reverse mortgage business. I hope I've made myself very clear with that point. Some of the highest ROI activities are low cost. Clarity matters more than complexity. Relationships matter more than noise. Consistency matters more than intensity. And trust compounds over time. Don't get me wrong, AI is an incredible tool, but the fundamentals still win. Relationships, positioning, authority, communication, and client experience. The loan officers who consistently invest in those fundamentals will continue building strong businesses for years to come. All the best with your growth goals, and for more, visit HECMworld.com.